Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few years, but here we are. So I thought I'd show you both of my garden spaces. So come along with me to my home garden first. Okay, so I've only got a really small courtyard here and I have some pots. So everything I've got growing here grows well in pots. I'll run you through everything. I don't have many of the varieties because I just kind of forget them and I lose all the tags all the time. But this is my little courtyard garden and I will show you all of it now. Alright, let's go through these. So this is a dahlia. I don't actually have the name of it, the variety, but it's been eaten out here. I'm not sure if it's been a spider or what's been eating it, if anyone knows. And a lot of the blooms are actually going a bit brown, so I'll have to Google that. There might be a deficiency in the soil. It is a bit of a mess out here, just like my last garden, but we can maybe do a little time lapse one day and clean that up. The next pot here, the legs have broken off in the move, but we've got some tomato plants. Again, I don't know the variety of these. These ones might be Tiny Tom. They're all cherry tomatoes, but there's lots of flowers on these, so hopefully with the sun coming up it will be amazing. The only thing in this courtyard is there's not a lot of sunlight, so it normally goes from this way to there, but that's okay. It's slow growing, but we've got some fruit hopefully. Next up we've got some Tiny Toms in this here, and we've actually got some cute little tomatoes, so that's very exciting. I think because the sunlight hits this the most. Moving along, I had one little sunflower that we had at the front of the yard that I've moved in here, so that should be opening up quite soon. It's just in a tiny pot compared to another sunflower I will show you a bit later, but we've got some thyme. I'm trying to grow that in a pot. Again, some more tomatoes, a little tomato here coming up. We've got some cornflower in the back, and then we've got a florally dahlia here, which I don't have any blooms or buds, and the variety of this one is called florally strawberry shortcake. And here we've got two more dahlias here, and it is being eaten on the right hand side, so not sure, it might be a spider. We have another dahlia out the back here which looks to be quite diseased, so I'm not very hopeful. The only thing is it is affecting this one as well, I believe, but we'll see if it throws up some blooms. And in this bed as well I've got some sugar snap peas that I just threw a few in here just to see how they go. The only thing is there's a lot of spider webs over there, so I was going to train it up the sunflower, but I've just put some stakes in just so that they grow up there. And then obviously a beautiful big sunflower, still not open at the top, however it's got some little sunflowers coming out of the armpits, so they should branch off soon and we'll get lots of little sunflowers, which will be amazing. Although it's just such a funny thing to see that big sunflower in a big bed and then this sunflower in one little pot. The difference between the size is just incredible. If you can see that there, I'm sure you can. But let's move on. This bed I haven't got anything in it, just two rosemaries that I'm hoping to sell, a little random tomato, and then obviously my only sunflower in bloom. I love sunflowers, it's so pretty. This is a little bit of a hodgepodge area. It's a Mr. Stacky, which is amazing. The only thing is I haven't been able to get in there to move it around, so we just have everything growing in this side, which is still good, vertical growing. We've got some tomatoes, some zucchinis, another sunflower that should open up soon, and some flowers, some old poppies in there that I might have to get rid of soon. We've got the tomato, some mint out the back there, and then this is a really good tomato plant that's growing some cherry tomatoes. Again, don't have the name of it, but some beautiful green vining tomatoes. This is an indeterminate plant, which I'll need to stake, but it's obviously grown out of its support trellis, so I might come in through and just top it soon so it doesn't keep growing and it just puts its focuses its energies back into the tomatoes to make them red. Here we have another not a tomato. Here we have another dahlia plant from Floralee. So this one here is Salmon Joy. Again, excuse the mess, but got some pots at the back there, pots there. Another Floralee dahlia here. This one's called Floralee Sea Star. So this is looking really good. The only thing is, again, a bit of something has eaten this. So hopefully I'll just keep an eye on it. Probably some spiders, because there is a lot of spider webs out here, and I know jumping spiders like to eat. A bit of indoor plants outdoors, because something was eating them inside. So, and it was just a bit diseased. So come outside, I might give it a bit of a prune and bring it back to life. And then rosemary and some thyme. Yeah, this is my garden. Let me show you up the back here. This is my garden, my beautiful courtyard garden. That was my my little garden. I will now take you to my actual allotment community garden. So come with me. I can't wait to show you this one. It's in-ground, so. Alright, we are here at my community garden, so let me show you around. It might be a bit windy, but I'm going to try my best, and this won't be the last time you see it on YouTube. Here I am in my garden in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. I've had this garden for just over 1 year, so this is my second summer that I've had the garden. Okay, let's start at my water source, because this is where I always come first. So basically what I've got here is I've got a little flower bed at the front, is kind of what I'm going for. We've got some black knight scabiosa. The bees absolutely love this scabiosa here. And I've also got another pink scabiosa. I did have another pink, like a lighter pink over here, but it seems to have died off. But that's alright. I've got two dahlia plants that are looking a bit sad, but that's alright. I think they might not have enough sunlight just with the zucchinis overcrowding them. Because these two dahlia here look incredible. So I also scattered quite a lot of zinnia seed. So I'm going to have to come through and prick a few of these out, just so that they don't overcrowd each other, and hopefully that kind of gives off a beautiful flower bed once they grow in a few weeks. There's a bit of maintenance here that I've taken out that fence that was there, just so that the onions can bulb up, seeing as it is summer. I know they should start bulbing up quite soon. We've got a big thyme here, but yeah, the onions are looking good. I've got some dwarf beans here that I've just popped in. I have two purple dwarf beans there that have been there for quite a while now, but I've just popped some green ones in so that we can have another harvest of that. The chili plants aren't looking amazing. This one's obviously, I don't know if you can see that, on like a 45-degree angle, and so is that one. They are growing. I haven't had any fruit from them or flowers. I think there's like a tiny flower there, if I can see that, and a tiny flower there. But they're not doing the greatest. It's got some dahlia seeds and some spinach seedlings here. It was just easier here because they've got full sunlight rather than at my garden that I just showed you. Here we've got more capsicums and chilies. Again, not doing amazing, but that one's probably the best one. That's quite sturdy. The rest of them aren't producing any flowers or anything. So moving along, I've got some golden nugget pumpkin that I seeded about a week ago, so they're looking really good. I'll probably thin them out just so that they don't overcrowd each other. We've got two cucumbers here that grew from seed in this spot, and this cucumber here grew from a seedling, and it's given me one cucumber so far, but I think these ones are looking really sturdy. So you know what, they might not even be cucumbers, to be honest, but I guess we'll see what goes on. This one here I got really cheap at Bunnings. It was one of the clearance sales. Just chili hot Nelly Kelly, and it had flowers on it when I bought it, but there's some chilies coming. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So can't wait for that. Even though I don't eat spice, my husband will love them. Next we've got two zucchini plants. The zucchinis I've trellised up here, so I got a recommendation to do that. We've got one here that looks like it's been chewed up, and another one growing just there. And then we've got, oh that's exciting. We have one here. I might leave it till tomorrow, but that one's trellised as well. We'll turn around here. I had sugar snap peas growing all up these trellises, but I've popped some more seeds in here, so hopefully they grow up because I love snacking on them. Next up, we've got some corn. So if you follow me on Instagram, you will see my blunder of picking some corn when it was definitely not ready. Go check my Instagram out at Green Grow Love if you want to see that. I was very disappointed, but I'm leaving these for the moment, and because see how this is very dry, I picked it, whereas it's still got some silks in there and it's quite green still. So I'll leave all of these. I'm giving myself another 3 weeks at least. Some zucchini plants a fellow gardener and me, so they're very close together, but he just said leave them, and you know what, when someone older and wiser tells you to leave some plants, I'm going to leave them. That's just my compost, some tomatoes. That one's been producing a lot. None of these have given me any tomatoes yet, but there are plenty on the vine. With these ones, I trellis them as well, just up one stalk. Anyway, so that is my beautiful community garden. It's about 3 meters by 3 meters, and so far we've eaten, you know, cucumbers and zucchinis and tomatoes, and oh my goodness, so much basil and all the beautiful flowers. So I just love popping down here. It's really close to my house, and it's quite a decent size. So I've got the 2 walkways there, and it's really nice, such a nice community. So that's going to be me for today and this little vlog. Thank you for watching if you've stuck it out this long. I know it's been quite a while that I've posted on YouTube, but hopefully I continue posting a lot more on YouTube, and let me know if there's anything you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching these today, guys. It was really, it felt really nice to do it and just take some time, even though I don't know like barely any of the varieties. It's just really nice to share my garden with all of you, and yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you soon.